It's Week 14 of the NFL. And up next are the Texans' veteran quarterback, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Texans and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They go play action with Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Straight ahead running. Here's McFarland. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. A give up the middle to McFarland. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Here's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now Jones. This one left side caught by Collins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Texans at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Jones got a man. It's Collins complete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Desperate coverage right there. Pulling the ball right outside of where it was headed and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38, Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Back to throw. Jones.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd down, Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans team.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-3.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On second down, McFarland. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll check this down to McFarland. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. On 2nd down and 4. Jones, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup at 28 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are worth it. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 17-3. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. Able to slither by. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
They'll run with McFarland. Ooh, with a juke. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Connor, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Logan Cook now to pump this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Going for it with Pierce. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that's complete downfield to Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
when they've needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Beckham. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes run a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Jones on 1st down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. Now Jones. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Pierce now up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now Jones on 3rd down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know, the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They start the drive with Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is McFarland. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33. On 3rd down, here's McFarland. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, it definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throw right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Jaguars getting set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff left side, Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. A give up the middle to McFarland. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down, that coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
Room here to run. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Another carry for Pierce.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Give to Pierce.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And now out come the Jags.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Houston, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.